We are honored to share these incredible stories with you. We hope you will use them as a guide and draw inspiration and comfort from the words of these women, many of whom have changed the course of history, and some who will be the next to do so. And remember, we are in this together. You're not alone. Love, Kristin, Kathy, Linda, Shelley, and Lauren. P.S. What was your moment?
Chrissie Hynde, singer, songwriter, and musician, founding member of The Pretenders. Born 1951 in Akron, Ohio. The moment I was born.
Claire Akumu, college student and activist. Born 1999 in Kampala, Uganda. At the age of 13, I was stricken with a serious illness, and 1 year later, I could no longer walk, run, or even stand. Still to this day, my doctors have not been able to define exactly what happened to my body, or even why. But whatever it was, my life was changed forever. In Uganda, girls' education is not prioritized. Just 2 out of every 10 girls graduate from high school. Many things contribute to this statistic. Lack of resources, long-standing social norms that set low expectations for girls, high teenage pregnancy rates, and an inherent cultural standard that values boys over girls. I happened to be one of the few girls in Uganda who attended school. But because of the complications from my illness, I had to stop going to school for a year. It was devastating. I was in excruciating pain every minute of every day, especially my feet. I was also suffering emotionally. I vividly remember saying to myself, "Claire, you are in a terrible state." I was overwhelmed with fear about how I would live with my new reality. The illness continued to wreak havoc on me, and I lost hearing in my right ear. As the saying goes, when it rains, it pours. I cried myself to sleep for months. I wallowed in some self-pity, but mostly I had a lot of anger toward God. Every time I prayed, I asked just one question: God, how could you? Suicide crossed my mind more than it should have. I slipped into depression and began taking antidepressants, which likely saved my life. I am the youngest of 5 children, and because I have supportive and helpful parents and siblings, I was able to focus on getting better. After a long, hard year of physical therapy, I was able to learn how to walk again, which meant that I could return to school. I was overjoyed that I could attend school, despite the pain that I was still going through. It was not easy, but I had my heart set on being back in the classroom. Before I got sick, I'd never been a shy or timid girl, but the new version of me was uncertain. The illness had shattered my self-confidence, and when I returned to school, I quickly learned that I was the topic of negative comments from my classmates. I overheard some of the things they said, and their words stayed with me. There was one statement that I will never erase from my mind. I can still hear it. She walks like a chicken. How could someone say something so insensitive? I had worked so hard to walk again. I felt hurt and angry and disrespected. I struggled and failed to hold back the tears. But something happened as I cried over those insults. Through my tears, something clicked inside of me. The confident girl I'd always been before I got sick came roaring back with a fury. I made up my mind that if I was going to be the subject of their conversations, I would be a worthy subject. I would give them something to talk about. The chicken mockery was my turning point, my moment. and I have never.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.